This is Magic Hour Talk Show, episode 12. I'm by my lonesome today, but don't worry, folks. It isn't a problem today because we actually have some very interesting news. Better news than we've had in a long time. Some of it is kind of sad, though. The first of being, yes, the Snyder Cut. Zack Snyder's Justice League is coming back, guys. Now, I say it's sad because imagine how bad our current situation has to be for us to think that a 3-year-old movie coming back with just another cut from a director is something to be celebrated. Just think about that. But I'm happy about it because, yes, I am bored. If it wasn't the fact that they pushed back all my favorite movies that I was looking forward to, Black Widow, No Time to Die, Quiet Place, all those movies have been pushed back. And yes, I am freaking bored and I am ready for the Snyder Cut. Even though, like I said, it's a 3-year-old freaking movie that nobody liked. Okay, and let me just throw in the caveat here that one of the reasons I like this news is because, unlike a lot of people, I did like Man of Steel, which was Zack Snyder's first foray into making a DC film. I thought Batman vs. Superman had a lot of problems, could have been a lot better. But hey, it did have one of the most awesome Batman fight sequences we've ever seen. Ben Affleck, I thought, was pretty great as Batman and Bruce Wayne in a lot of ways. I thought he was perfect. So there was a lot to like about those two films he made. There's a lot not to like about it. But like I said, I love Man of Steel. I thought it was great. I like Henry Cavill's portrayal of Superman. Thought it was great. Even the stuff that people hated, the destruction of Metropolis. Hey, that's the kind of stuff would happen if some superhero was throwing down. So I didn't have a huge problem with that. And I like how he tied it into the next movie, although I don't think he was very successful at that. But let's not go into that too much. The Snyder Cut. Now, if you remember from way back when, there was a few trailers that came out, and they got us so pumped for this movie. And I have one of them right here. I'm going to just go ahead and play it real quick, and we'll see. Because one of the problems with doing this is that I'm not going to go watch Josh Whedon's Justice League again. I'm not going to go back and watch it. I'm just basing all this from my memory of that one time I saw the movie. So if I make any mistakes, I'm sorry, guys. I'm not going to go back and watch that train wreck. But let's go ahead and play this original trailer. I think this came out in like March of 2017, I think. Something like that. I might be wrong about that date. But let's go ahead and play it. Okay, guys, right away. Let's just go back a little bit. Basically, all this stuff that happened right here at night. Remember, from what I remember, the last battle scene happened outside some nuclear reactor. I don't see that nuclear reactor here. It's night. The sky's not red like it was in the original movie. So they cut all of this. And remember, Josh Whedon came back and reshot most of the movie. And Josh Whedon, contrary to what you've probably heard, he was actually chosen by Zack Snyder. So you can't really blame the studio for that. But the studio did mess with what was reshot because they asked Josh Whedon to make it a little bit funnier like the Avengers, which was a mistake, I think. If you have a tone, you have to go with your tone in the film. You can't mix it with too many different genres and ideas. You have to be consistent with that. That's not to say you can't have some funny things, but there was just so much corny stuff in that original movie. So let's go through a little bit more. This scene right here, I know this wasn't not in the film,
Shall we?
and that's such a badass little moment. Just Wonder Woman. I mean, this is the one of the sexiest thing I think I'd ever seen up to that point in my life. That's non-pornographic, I should say, but just her confidence. I really, for me, confidence is a real turn on with women. Okay, it's a turn on. How did I just say that? When a woman is confident, it's a turn on for me, which is why I liked Captain Marvel. So, and then there was that whole thing where she's smiling in Batman vs Superman while she's fighting Doomsday. I just love this little moment. And when I saw the Justice League movie, it was not there. I just could not believe that they cut that out. Just about everything you see with Cyborg was cut out. All this stuff in his background, like they got this shot of him playing football, that was not in the movie. This shot with Barry Allen and his father, I don't remember. Was that in the movie? And please, if I'm wrong about any of these things, be full. By all means, comment below and let me know. Because, like I said, I only saw this movie once, so I could be very wrong about a lot of this. And this part where Batman says, "My turn," and blast the parademon. I don't remember that. This, of course, that was in the movie. They kept a few things. They kept this Barry. Didn't they keep the Barry Allen intro scene? And this scene where Cyborg says, "You should probably move." I don't think that was in the film either. Okay, that's about it for that trailer. Polygon, though, they did an article about it, and they threw in a lot of details. I won't bore you with a lot of the details, but some of the more notable thing, Darkseid was supposed to make an appearance. So that obviously wasn't in the movie. It was supposed to be kind of like they did Thanos in the MCU. They just did these little cameos with Thanos, promising that he would be a villain in a future movie, which is what they were supposed to do with Justice League. So that was obviously not in the film. It was like pretty much a one and done deal. But Darkseid was supposed to be a big bad, and I guess Justice League 3 or something. And this whole thing that we had images of in Batman v Superman, the Nightmare, where I guess Darkseid was supposed to take control of Superman and destroy the planet. That obviously was in the movie. So there was supposed to be some more indications of that. Another thing, there was supposed to be some stuff with Star Labs. If you watch The Flash, which I did, I watched the first 3 seasons. Star Labs plays a big role in that show. Well, it was supposed to make an appearance in Justice League, and it was not in the movie. Cyborg's father, Silas Stone, he was supposed to be feature more prominently in the movie, and they say he was supposed to die, get killed by Steppenwolf. So that obviously didn't happen. Let's see what else. Oh, something about the Green Lanterns. There was that little cameo of the Green Lantern in the flashback. But I think they're hinting that Hal Jordan or John Stewart were supposed to make a cameo appearance. It looks like that was speculation, though, so I don't know. Martian Manhunter was supposed to make an appearance. Harry Lennox, who played United States Secretary of Defense Calvin Swanwick, he was supposed to make some kind of appearance as Martian Manhunter. Lex Luthor. Now, this is one thing they actually filmed. Jesse Eisenberg's Lex Luthor. In fact, Jesse Eisenberg said that he had several scenes that were filmed but were ultimately cut. These are just a few things we expect to see in the Snyder Cut, and I was more hyped for it before I found out where it was appealing, because I was assuming that it was going to be on Netflix or something, and then it was announced that it's going to be on premiering on HBO Max sometime in 2021. And first of all, 2021, that's a long wait, and I expect the virus pandemic thing to be over by then. So I don't know if I'm still going to be as interested. But then HBO Max, what is HBO Max? I know what HBO Go and HBO Now. HBO Go is for cable subscribers to be able to stream their stuff or something like that. I don't know. I did subscribe to, excuse me, HBO Now. So my question here is, why do we need another service? It's just confusing. And I looked up some information because I really didn't know what the difference between HBO Max is versus HBO Now. Because HBO Now was the service you could subscribe to without having a cable subscription. So apparently, from what I've seen in this article on CNET, HBO Max is supposed to have all the HBO stuff, that the same stuff you could get on HBO Now, plus some other stuff like Friends and let me see what else is supposed to be on this thing. So it's supposed to have stuff that you can't get on HBO Now. So that being Friends, The Big Bang, Friends, Big Bang Theory, Rick and Morty, and stuff like that. So that still doesn't seem that compelling to me. Friends is on Netflix, isn't it, or Hulu or something? So I don't know what is going on with that. So I don't know. That kind of killed some of my enthusiasm for this whole thing. And one thing, the last thing I want to mention about it is that the fact that Warner Brothers, who owns HBO and the DC properties, they're going to spend $20 million because see, when Zack Snyder actually did a cut that, from all indications, did not make a whole lot of sense, but all the special effects were not done. And that's usually the case. You'll have a director do a cut of the film before the special effects are done. And after he does his cut, they know what they need to do special effects for, which makes a lot of sense. It saves a little bit of money. So you can only concentrate on those shots that you're actually going to include in the film. So in this case, Snyder made a cut of the film, but as we know, they didn't go with his cut. So a lot of the special effects were not finished. They said 90% of them were finished though. But still, it's still going to cost $20 million to finish the special effects from his cut. Seems like a lot of money. I'm not doubting they're going to make it back because there's a lot of people who've been clamoring for this cut. So I don't know. I just, like I said, I'm a little less enthused about the long wait, but we'll see. We'll see.